invited me to your city to be able to give you some information that's going to shift your paradigm on purpose. Again, my name is Zuma Finicchio, and I am a mindset coach. So I know you probably say, well, what is a mindset coach? A mindset coach is someone that helps you think successfully. Yes, because if you think about it, most of us was not taught how to think successfully, right? So I know myself growing up, being an entrepreneur, I noticed that there were some people that was excelling at being an entrepreneurs and others wasn't. So I wanted to understand how was other people winning. So I went deeper and I became a mindset coach. I'm also a financial educator. And what that means is teaching you financial literacy, because also money was not also taught in schools. By show of hands, how many of y'all was taught about money? I know myself, I wasn't. So I went ahead and got some information, and I've been helping people all over the country understand more about financial literacy. I'm also a speaker. So those of you who are looking for a speaker, you want somebody to come out and be able to give you some of that live energy, I'm definitely here. I love being able to speak to individuals, helping you become your best self. And I am also an author. I am author of my first book, Rethink. Yes, Rethink. I'm very excited about this book because it's designed to help individuals be their best self. And what I realized being a mindset coach, a lot of us, we didn't have a guide, something to help us as we're going higher and higher to the next level. So this book, Rethink, it is helping you to unleash that greatness that's inside of you. Because every last one of you have greatness inside of you. So what it is a personal development and improvement guide. So let's think about it, right? When we talk about personal development, that just basically means you get some new information that you do not have, right? You study it, and then now you have it. It's clicking and clacking. And then when we talk about self-improvement, it just means that the path that you're on right now, you're getting more information, more support to help you on that journey. So myself, by me being a mindset coach, I wanted to be able to help as many people as possible. So what I did was I created a success methodology. And all it is a path to help you become your best self. Because that's what we're talking about. So if you're interested in getting one of the books, you can go to Amazon. It's on Amazon, or you can go to rethinkformula.com. Again, that's rethinkformula.com. It is on Amazon, or every last one of y'all today, by you being at this particular workshop, you're gonna get my book at a discount rate, okay? So all you have to do is hit the QR code up here at the top, scan it, and you're gonna get some love from me, yes. Because I want everybody to have this book, Rethink, all right? So what I want you to think about today, I want you to think about when was the last time you took time to understand more about self? Think about that for a minute. I know you're like, well, Zoo, what do you mean thinking about self? I'm talking about you being introduced to you. See, here's the thing. When we're talking about becoming our best self, going higher in life, a lot of us was not taught how to think successfully. So what I created the 13 vibrations of elevation. And this is a methodology to help you become your best self. So the first vibration of elevation is desire. Yes. Identifying what your burning desire is, right? Do you know what your burning desire is? I mean, really. Now, if you think about it, a lot of the information that's in your subconscious, right, is from things you done seen, things you done heard, things you done experienced throughout your life. But is it really you? Think about that. Is it really you? A lot of you have desires inside of you that you never explored because you probably got caught up into the rat race. But I'm here to let you understand that every last one of you can become that person that you desire to be. You just have to identify who that is. So today, what I want you to do on purpose, I want you to think about what is your burning desire. And when we talk about burning desire, I'm talking about professionally, and I'm also talking about personal, okay? So think about these two questions. Who do you want to be, and where do you want to go? All right, I'm going to say it again. Who do you want to be, and where do you want to go? That basically means that you could become anybody that you want to be. You just got to identify who that is. And I'm talking about the person that you see yourself as. Not the person that your mama or your daddy or your brother, your sisters, your uncles, your auntie, your friends. I ain't talking about none of those people. But I'm talking about you. Who do you want to be? Who do you see yourself as? Because the reality is this, most of you right now are not living in your fullness. You're not living your burning desire. Most of you have jobs, right? That you just have it just to be able to take care of your bills, to be able to take care of your family. But what if you was in a position to be able to have that dream job? Yeah, making the type of money that you want to make. And I'm talking about living in abundance. You can live in abundance, but you have to understand something. To live in abundance, you have to put yourself in a position where you can see yourself living that way. That's why it's important that you build your confidence. I know myself, when I made the decision to be a mindset coach, I didn't just say, hey, I just want to do it. I had to really count up the cost. And I had to have a strong why. Yes, a strong why. And my why was, I wanted to see people live their best life. Because you think about being an entrepreneur, right? We provide a service and we provide a product to make money. But not only make money, we're talking about really wanting to provide information or a service that is essential for people. And that's what I'm talking about. And what I realized, if I can help people think successfully, they can be able to achieve anything they want. So myself, my mom, she was an entrepreneur. And I have to be honest, you know, she was my biggest supporter. She was always there to let me understand that, baby, you can do anything you desire. You just got to put your mind to it. And I'm going to be honest with you, that helped me. But a lot of us may not have people in our corner, in our family, our friends that are out there to encourage us, to let us know that we can do it. That's why for myself and my team, that's what we do. We go around the country helping people to identify their true essence, right? Their true purpose of life. Because every last one of you is special. Do you know that? Do you really, really know that? So, like I said, who do you want to be? And the second question is, where do you want to go? Meaning that you can live anywhere that you want to live. Who said that you could live at the place you want to live? Think about that for a minute. Where do you want to live? I know for myself, when I made the decision to say, you know what, I want to be a mindset coach. I want to speak. I want to be able to help people with their finances. I want to be in a position where I can really be taken serious for who I am, right? So I made my way to Atlanta. And since I've been here in Atlanta, I'm telling you, doors have been opening up all over the place. And see, that's important. A lot of you are scared to go outside the box, right? You're scared to move. Because you're thinking about what you have been heard, right? What people say to you. They're like, oh, girl, or man, you can't do that. Why are you going to go out there? You don't know nobody out there. But the reality is this. You have the ability to go anywhere you want. So what I want to do today, I want to talk about what is it going to take to produce a unstoppable self-confidence. Yes, self-confidence. Because the reality is this: in order to be the person that you desire to be, you have to build confidence. I know myself, yes, I have my mom and my family, we're big about entrepreneurship, but I knew that I had to change my mindset first about how I looked at myself. And that's what today's workshop is all about. How to build an unstoppable mindset. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 10 strategies that you can implement on purpose so you can make that shift. Now understand this, right? Within your mind, you have two parts. You have the subconscious mind and you have your conscious mind. Now, the reality is this: most of us in our subconscious mind, we have different experiences, things that we done seen, heard, right? But in order for you to turn into the person that you see yourself as, you have to shift your paradigm on purpose. Now, what a paradigm is, it's a mental program in your subconscious. See, the reality is this: most of you have information that's in your subconscious. And unfortunately, your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what is real or what is fake. But your conscious mind does. That means that you're doing things on purpose to get a particular result. So today, on purpose, I want everybody to get their pens and paper out. I want you to be able to write down these different strategies that you can use on purpose to build your confidence. Now, myself, I'm very big about people who are inspired to be entrepreneurs. And the reason why, because entrepreneurs, you have the ability to shape this world. If you look at most businesses, it was started by somebody's mind, their idea. And the reality is this: you too have the ability to create those wonderful ideas too. Think about the places that you shop at, right? All those businesses started from an idea. But I promise you this: the individuals who are a part of that business, they had an unstoppable mindset. Why? Because they knew whatever product or service that they had, it is needed in this world. So what I want every last one of you to do is, as we go through this workshop, I want you to see me and you, right? Because now I'm your coach. I want you to be able to see these strategies as you taking advantage of them on purpose to get a different result. So the first strategy is set realistic goals. Number 2, challenge negative self-talk. Number 3, celebrate your strengths. Number 4, practice self-care. Number 5, step out of your comfort zone. Number 6, surround yourself with positive influences. Number 7, learn from failures. Number 8, practice self-compassion. Number 9, develop new skills. And number 10, visualize success. Okay? Now, you have to understand something. Building self-confidence is a lifelong journey that requires consistent effort and practice, meaning you're going to have to do it on purpose. Yes, I'm talking to you. You're going to have to do it on purpose. Nobody else can do this for you. Because remember, this is your desire, right? You desire to be that person that you see yourself as being. And you need to understand, in order to build that confidence, you have to believe that you can do it. So the second vibration of elevation within my success methodology is faith. Now, when I talk about faith, I'm talking about in your faith, believing in you, in your abilities. And understand this, not all the time it comes easy. I totally understand that. Sometimes you feel like you get discouraged and you feel like, you know what, I can't do this. But the reality is this, you can do it. You do have the ability to do it. So let's think about it. Those of you who have a traditional career or a job, you have a supervisor, right? Or a manager that help you stay on point, right? They help you be accountable so you could be successful, so you could continue to keep making money. Because the reality is this, if you start messing up and they correct you and you do not correct, you're going to get fired. And that's the reality. That's the reason why you have a manager or a supervisor. They're there to help you stay to task. Well, it's the same way as an entrepreneur. Every last one of you who say, you know what, I have a product or service that I want to put out there into the universe, every last one of you need either a coach or a mentor, right? Because a coach or a mentor, they will help you stay to task. Now, myself being a mindset coach, my goal today is to help you think successfully. And it's not saying that you are not smart or you don't know how to think, but the reality is this. We was not taught how to think successfully. Because if we were, every last one of us will be living the type of lifestyle that we want to live. So I want you to think about it. Today is a new day. Today is a day that you're going to start looking at yourself differently because you want a different result for your life. Okay? So the first strategy is set realistic goals. Now, when you break down your long-term goals into smaller, achievable tasks, right? You want to break it down. Now, that means that whatever idea that you have, you don't want to just go out there and just do it, right? You want to break it down into manageable tasks. Successfully completing these tasks will give you a sense of accomplishment, boosting your self-confidence. I know myself, when I made the decision to be a mindset coach, I knew that I just couldn't go out there and just run around and start talking to people. I had to show my own self-approve. So therefore, the stuff that I was studying, I actually implemented. And I started to see results. So as I started to see results, my confidence started to grow. Yes. And what I did was I started to get more in-depth information to help me even grow even bigger in my field. So just like doesn't matter what you want to do, you want to break it down into bite-sized chunks on purpose. Number 2, challenge negative self-talk. Pay attention to your inner dialogue and replace self-critical thoughts with positive and affirming ones. Meaning that instead of you saying that you cannot do it, you need to tell yourself you can do it. You have the ability to do it. I know myself, every day I listen to affirmations. Now, affirmations are positive words that I put into my subconscious on purpose on how I see myself. See, some of y'all need to start talking to yourself on purpose, letting you know that you can do it, that you love yourself, that you are smart, that you are talented. Because when you reframe negative statements into more constructive, empowering ones, you'll start to see so many things happen. And then what'll also happen is people will start talking to you different because they see the way you look at yourself, how you're talking to yourself, how you're moving different. They're going to say, you know what? I know there's something different about you. And you letting them know, I look at myself differently now. See, before, those ideas that I had before, I used to think that I couldn't do it. But now that I'm getting some new information, I'm studying, I realize that I can do it. And I'm talking about now, I want you to open your mouth, right? I want you to open your mouth. So this is what I want you to do, every last one of y'all. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. And I want you to look at yourself and say, I love you. Yes, I love you. When the last time have you said that to yourself? Right? We be looking at other people to let us know if they care about us or love us. But what about you? Are you speaking those things over your life? So what I want you to do on purpose, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror on purpose and just give yourself positive words. Because you are special. And the reality is this: you need to be the first one to start loving on you before you depend on somebody else to love on you. Okay? Number 3, celebrate your strengths. Recognize and appreciate your unique talents, skills, and accomplishment. Focus on what you do well and remind yourself of your capabilities. You know that you can do it. Some of you right now have talents. Y'all have abilities that you have not even explored. Or you're doing it part-time, but y'all working full-time, and you're allowing your full-time to dictate your movement. What I want you to do is on purpose. Those of you who have those dreams, remember we talking about desires, right? Those desires, those dreams, those certain abilities, I want you to explore it on purpose. You can do it. You need to really understand that. See, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror on a day-to-day basis and you letting yourself know that I can do it, you're celebrating your achievements. See, every last one of y'all have done something great, right? And a lot of times we look for someone else to pat us on the back. But are you patting your own self on the back? Are you looking at yourself and saying, you know what, I'm proud of you? I know myself, I'm proud of me. Why? Because I'm doing this on purpose. I'm coming here to give you information that I know that can change your life if you implement it on purpose. And I celebrate that because I went ahead and got this specialized knowledge, right? Now it's intellectual property, and I'm using it to be able to support my family and to be able to live the lifestyle that I dreamed of living. I am on that path on purpose, but I had to see myself there. And that's the same thing with you. You got to see yourself there. Number 4, practice self-care. Taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being is essential for building self-confidence. Getting enough sleep, eating healthy, exercising regularly, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. The reality is this: when you love on yourself more, you're building your confidence. Yes. So that means that if you've been thinking about going to the gym, go to the gym on purpose. Because the reality is that other people are there, they're doing the same thing that you're doing. So you don't have to be embarrassed about going to the gym if you feel like you're overweight. You know what I'm saying? You want to put yourself in a position where you're loving on yourself more. Because the more you love on yourself, the more your confidence is going to build. And guess what? Other people are going to see it too. They're going to see the change in your life. Because remember, you're talking to yourself different, right? Now you're taking care of yourself. You're doing things differently. And people, they're going to feel it and they're going to see it. Because the reality is this. Let's think about it. Your thoughts and your actions are energy, just like you are energy. So if you're putting out high vibrations on purpose, the only way that you can put it out, it has to be in. Yes, it has to be inside of you. And that means that if you're implementing things on purpose, people are going to feel it. They're going to feel that change. And that's going to make you feel good too. Because you're going to be like, wow, they recognize it. But most of all, you're seeing results for yourself. All right? Number 5, step out of your comfort zone. Growth and confidence come from taking risks and facing challenges. Push yourself to try new experiences, take on responsibilities, and embrace opportunities for personal and professional development. See, a lot of you are scared to go outside the box, right? Some of y'all are scared to meet new people. Now understand this, fear, being scared, that's energy. That's all it is. And the reality is this, when you start creating new habits, you're going to start seeing new things happen, right? And that's going to also build up your confidence. So an example, myself, right? I'm an educator. Now, before I got to this place where I'm at right now, I had to think outside my comfort zone, right? I had to build that confidence to believe I can do it. Now, I know some people might say, well, Zoo, man, you look like you've been doing this for a long time. The reality is this. No, I have not been doing this for a long time. 6 years. Now, of course, I come from, family and friends that have done certain things being an entrepreneur, but we're talking about me. See, once I started to build my confidence, I realized that, you know what? I can do this anywhere. I could talk to any type of people I want. It does not matter. See, some of you, right, you live in certain communities and you do not go outside of your community. But when you build self-confidence, you'll realize that, listen, the very product or service that you have, it doesn't matter what color you are, everybody needs it, right? So even myself, when I realized that everyone needs personal development and personal improvement, it didn't matter who I wanted to talk to because I realized everyone needed it. Now, for me, what helped me build my confidence is because I realized that, hey, this may not be for everybody. Everybody may not gravitate to this information, but I do know this. There are people, right? Some of you right now that want to go higher, that want a new change, that want to see new things happen in their life. So that means that as you build that confidence, you'll be in a position where you can go to different places. Number 6, surround yourself with positive influences. Surround yourself with supportive and encouraging people who believe in you and your ability. The people we spend time with have a profound influence on our thoughts, our belief, and action. Avoid toxic relationships and individuals. Now, I know that may be tough for some of you, right? Because some of you have family members that are toxic. And I know you may feel that you can't run away from your family members. But here's the thing. When you start building your self-confidence, they're going to start looking at their self different. Yes. So you don't worry about them. The only person that you can change is you. See, myself, I'm intentional about the people I allow to be in my space. Why? Because I understand about energy and how energy is transferable. So if you think about the people that you've been around for the last 5 years, look at their growth and then look at your growth. And the reality is this, if you see yourself growing because you're doing some things on purpose, the people that you're around, y'all energies are in alignment, then that's a good thing. But majority of you are not like that. You're not thinking about that. You're not thinking about the people that you hang with, right? Now, I'm letting you understand something because this is where you being a leader, right? That confidence being built up, you're a leader. You're going to be the one that when they look at it, they're going to be like, wow, you know what? I'm so glad that I took the time to be able to see the things that you're doing, because you know what? I want to change too. That's what they need to see. They need to see that confidence in you. So if that means that you have to separate yourself from them for a season, you just have to do that. Now understand this, I'm about to show you something. We live all on different frequencies. Now frequencies are levels, okay? And the reality is this: when you're elevating, when you're going to a higher level in life, your frequency is raising. And the fact of the matter is, everybody do not want to see you grow. They do not want to see you go to the next level. So they'll say things to hold you back, to keep you down. But remember, they're looking up and you're looking down. Now you have a choice. If you start looking at all the things they're saying and you're taking heed to it, you're going to bring your vibration down to their frequency. But the reality is this: as we talk about building our confidence, going to the next level in life, raising our vibration to be on a particular frequency, you're going to have to do it on purpose, and you got to build that confidence so they'll be able to come up to you. Yes, we want them to come up to you, not you go down to them. Now, this is the process. You know, everybody can't go where you're trying to go. So stop trying to bring people who do not want to elevate with you. You're going to end up getting around new friends, new people that want to see you win. And that's important. So on purpose today, make a list. All your friends that you look at their life, right? Look at the conversation, and your family members too. And I know it's sad, right? Because we love these people, right? We want to see them live their best life. But the reality is there has to be a change. And that change starts with you. Number 7, learn from failures. Failures is a natural part of life, and it doesn't define your worth or your ability. Instead of dwelling on your mistakes, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Embrace resilience and use setbacks as stepping stones toward success. Now, the reality is this, and this is where I have a little problem with the schooling system, right? You know, the kids, they take tests, right? And then when they get a bad grade, immediately that makes them feel like, you know what, I'm a failure. I don't understand it. I'm not going to do good in life. And the reality, some school systems make you feel like that. But if you think about inventors, right? Or if you think about entrepreneurs, you could fail 1,000 times and win one time, and everybody praise you for it, right? Oh my God, you did it. Oh, that's so wonderful, right? The reality is this. You want to look at all your setbacks as a way to fuel that passion, right? Now, even myself, right? You know, of course, you're being a speaker or being an educator. You want to make sure you sound very clear, and, you know, you want to make sure that you don't stumble on words. But the reality is this: I'm a human being, right? I'm not perfect. Neither are you. But because of my confidence and how I see myself, it will allow me to be here to speak to you so you can feel my energy, so you can feel my passion and how I feel about the things that I'm saying, right? I done fell plenty of times, but I also have a lot of winnings too. So what I do is I focus on my winnings, you know what I'm saying? And I use my failures as a learning opportunity. Because it's not really failure if you think about it. It's just another way to look at, you know what? I did it this way and it didn't work, so I'm going to try another way, right? That's what most of us do who have a strong self-confidence. We just look at another way to do it. So I'm here to let you understand, if you have a vision, you have a desire, and you have implemented and you done failed in the past, maybe you need to pick that idea back up. Yes, pick it back up. Because today, you're building new self-confidence. And just maybe one of these strategies you've been missing. Maybe you've been thinking about, you know what, I've been beating up myself, all these years. And the reality is I can make it. Or maybe you have a family member or some friends that you've been hanging with and they've been talking negative to your life. You have to remove those individuals from your life, especially when you have a goal. See, here's the thing, yo. When you have goals, you don't really see the failures. You're so focused on the goals. You're so focused on achieving your burning desire. And that means that you have to be intentional. That means that you got to get around people that support you. So just like you read earlier, you want to be around people who respect your ability in dealing with your passion, dealing with your desire. So understand this. Today is a new day. You want to look at these strategies and you want to implement it. And that's the biggest thing. I know you're looking at this right now, and I know that you get a lot of information online. But the key is information is just information. It's when you apply the information so you can see a different result in your life. And that's what we're talking about, applying it. Number 8, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Be patient and forgiving with yourself when facing challenges or setbacks. Cultivate a mindset of self-acceptance and learn from your experience without self-judgment. Okay? So that means that it's okay if you did not reach your goal the first time. It's okay if you did not reach it the second time. It's okay if you move to a place and you realize that things didn't start as fast as you thought it was, right? It's okay if you done went through a course and then you didn't implement it right away, right? And you didn't get the result real fast. It's okay. The difference is today is a new day. Today is. So that means that if you pick that idea up right now and say, you know what? Listening to Zoom and looking at these strategies, I'm going to give it another shot. Yes, I am. I'm going to give it another shot. And that's why it's good to be around people who support you. To let them know, say, hey, listen, that idea, remember when I started that restaurant and it didn't work out? I had to close. I'm thinking about bringing that restaurant back, but I'm going to put it in a different location because I believe people need to taste my food, right? Or you have a product or service that you have a strong conviction with, and if you put it on the market, it's going to do wonders. But you failed in the past, right? You beat yourself up. You went in the dark room, start crying. Today is a new day. Today is the day that you dust the idea off and you look at that idea and say, you know what? I can do it and I will do it. And I'm going to do it on purpose. Okay? Number 9, develop new skills. Continuously expanding your knowledge and skills can elevate your self-confidence. Identify areas for personal growth and invest time in learning new things or improving existing abilities. So just like I told you, there is a complete difference between personal development and personal improvement. Development means that once you identify your burning desire, you have to get some information and you have to study that information, right? You got to build your skill set on that area that interests you, right? So that means that if you, let's say we talked about earlier, having a restaurant. Listen, I get it. You can cook real good, right? And you feel like your recipe is the best recipe in the world. But the reality is this. There may be areas where you might be missing it. So study new recipes, right? Get some new information that can make your business better. And if you're already doing it, it's okay to pick up new courses, right? I think courses are wonderful because it's specialized to your purpose, not everybody's purpose. That's the reason why individuals like myself, we do courses and we do special teachings to help specific individuals, right? So like for me, I love building with individuals who are inspired to be entrepreneurs, right? Because they understand that they want to own their own business. But the reality is it takes a different mindset to be an entrepreneur. So those of you out there who have traditional 9-to-5s, you need a coach. You need somebody that can hold you accountable as you're going through this transition to be an entrepreneur, right? Because just like I explained to you earlier, right? If you're in corporate America, you have a job or you have a career, you have managers or supervisors. But those of you who are inspired to be entrepreneurs, you all need a mentor, you need a coach, you need somebody that's going to hold you accountable so you can be successful. And that's important. Number 10, visualize success. Use the power of visualization to imagine yourself succeeding in different situations. Imagine yourself feeling confident, capable, and achieving your goals. This technique can help you rewind your mind and build self-confidence. So I know some of you are like, well, what does it mean to visualize? Meaning you have to use your imagination to see the end result. Yes, to see it. That means you need to dream again. It's okay to dream again. That means that you need to research, look at individuals who have done it, right? They have been doing it and they're excelling at it. Learn from them, right? But here's the key. See yourself there. I know myself, when I made the decision to be a speaker, right? I literally saw myself speaking in front of thousands of individuals, just helping thousands of people. Now, that's what I saw. I saw myself pacing back and forth on this big old stage and people clapping, and that made me feel good. See, for me, every single night, I'm intentional about dreaming. See, what I do is, right, I listen to affirmations. I listen to words of encouragement that goes into my subconscious. Now, as I'm sleeping, I'm hearing all these positive words, right? But I'm also dreaming of myself on a bigger scale. Yes. So, an example, if you, like we talked about earlier, a restaurant, right? You're a cook. See yourself with franchises. Huh? Can you see that? Think about the restaurants that you see right now. A lot of them, that was their thought. They seen their restaurant all over the world. See, a lot of y'all are not dreaming that big because you believe it cannot happen. But I'm here to let you know that it can happen. You just have to be intentional about what you want to do. So, listen, it's up to you. I cannot do it for you. Only thing that I can do is give you a guide. And that's what I pretty much do, right? I give you a guide. And with this guide, right, the book, Rethink, it will help you develop a successful mindset. That's what we're talking about. Having a successful mindset. Now, today is a new day, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today, because anytime I get a chance to speak high vibrations into the universe, I love it, because I know some of y'all are feeling what I'm saying, and you probably never even talked to a person like this before. But I'm here to let you know that I am here for you. Now, myself, being a coach, I do one-on-one sessions. So if any one of you want to talk to me directly, I would love to be your coach. All you have to do, go to my website, zumafanikio.com. That's ZUMAFANIKIO.com. And let's have a real conversation. Now, understand this. I only deal with people who are serious. And that's important for me, right? I have to deal with people who are serious, because when I deal with people who are serious, those individuals are committed to getting the result they're looking for. And that's important to me. I'm all about results. I know that you probably never heard of me before, right? This is probably the first time you ever heard about me, but it definitely won't be the last. But the reality is this, guys. It's not about me. It's about you, right?